Hey you, what's good? Today I'm doing something different. I want to play Red Alert Retaliation in link mode, which means that two PlayStation 1 or, what I'm going to try, two PlayStation 3 consoles are linked so I could play Red Alert Retaliation with my friend with home local network. Because my friend is coming here tomorrow and I want to kick his ass in the most awesome PlayStation 1/PC game ever made by Westwood Studios, Red Alert Retaliation. Yeah, sadly I don't know what's the problem, because they are now connected in the same network. Both PlayStation 3 consoles are in the same local network. Maybe if I connect them via LAN cable. I have read several forums. No one is actually telling me if it's possible or not. Two PlayStation 3s in the same local network? I mean, it should be done. When the network is the same, they basically share a linked connection, meaning that Red Alert Retaliation, which has two discs, and I have two consoles and two TVs, which means that they should be linked up and link cable would be enabled. But no one actually is talking about it in forums, and no one has ever managed to do it with PlayStation 3s. Let's see what I can do.
A few moments later.
Alright, it seems that I'm having difficulties. Even though I changed the IP address, the mask address, everything is the same for those consoles. Mask address is the same, IPs are like one different, and I did everything I could. But I still can't manage to connect those two PlayStation 3s, so it would do a link connection between those. If the link connection would be enabled, then this link game option should pop up under here, link game. But sadly it doesn't. So PlayStation 3s do not seem to be link compatible. That's why I'm doing something different. I'm making a round trip to electronics store to buy myself some RCA to HDMI converters. And those things should actually upscale my PlayStation 1 to make link game possible with two PlayStation 1 consoles. Let's try it out. I'm now starting to think maybe I gave up on PlayStation 3s too quickly. I did what I could. I did everything that this forum guy told me to do. LAN connection should connect those two PlayStation 3s, but no one actually mentioned if it works on PlayStation 1 LAN connection. So that's the issue I'm having here. Does it work for link game in Red Alert? No one told me about that in any of those forums. It seems no one has ever tried it, or at least never spoken about it. But I'm the weird one here, I know. Even late in the evening we are having traffic here. I never actually mentioned why I want to play a link game for PlayStation 1, like in my house with my friend, where we have actually Red Alert Remastered available for LAN connection, available for internet to play for everyone using PCs. Why the hell would I like to connect two PlayStations with each other to play link game when we have those things? Well, I think it's the matter of principle. It's the way we used to play. It would be a nice nostalgic trip if we could actually make it work on modern TVs using old consoles. And trust me, I already know the graphics will be horrible. They will be horrible, and the game itself would be glitchy. You know, they did many good quality of life improvements with this 4K remastered edition, which we will not have on PlayStation 1 console, and with the original CDs for Red Alert Retaliation. And this on its own gives the game, or the gameplay, its magic. Electronics store, here I come. I will now pick two PlayStation 1s, which I have in the box, and try to link connect them for Red Alert Retaliation. Many people might not know, but PlayStation 1s actually linked up with this cable. So if you had two old school consoles like this, there's a special port for this cable. And if you have two consoles, you can link them together. There you go. Now I have linked those two PlayStations together, and the only thing we need to do is to convert the RCA signal from this old cable to new HDMI connection for modern TVs. For this, I actually have one HDMI mini converter from AV to HDMI, and I will try to see if that works. For HDMI connection, I actually bought the most expensive 5-meter wire I could. And I'm not sure why I paid that much, but it's just to make it future-proof. That cable itself is very heavy. That's why I wanted to kind of hold it upright. And my salt lamp does the job. Now we just need to make sure that the console actually boots up. And it does. Let's boot up a game and see if that works as well. Okay, the graphics look horrible on this TV, but since I'm sitting really far, it doesn't bother me that much. We have one console hooked up. I will do now the same with the second console and move the setup from this room to that room, so my 5-meter cable is enough for this room, and I can set up a shorter HDMI cable for my other room, for my other TV. I just discovered that the HDMI I need for this TV, it's actually kind of binded together here, and I need to make it longer to get it over there, so those consoles would sit between those two rooms. Okay, having removed those, I have enough room to move the console right here somewhere. Perfecto! I need to open the second HDMI converter. This is it. Very robust, and it will only have two settings, 720p or 1080. Let's hook it up and see if it works. We have slight discoloration on the screen. Colors seem to be fixed now. Perfect, 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 perfect. Okay, now we have the game on both rooms, on two consoles at the same time. Living room and my studio room. Now we will hook up a controller and see if link game option appears. For my friend, I actually want to give him the best controller I could find for my PlayStation 1. It's the one for PS1. It works magically and it sits in your hand like a glove. This here is the mythical link game option. If you have connected two of your consoles, this should appear. So pressing link game option lets you choose the country and waiting to connect. This screen should now be here until the other console, this one, is also linked up to select the country and your color. But here I wanted to add, first console is using this controller, but the second console, since the controller's cord isn't long enough that I can play while sitting in the other room, I have this Blue Retro, which I made a video about a few months ago. You can connect your PlayStation via Bluetooth, which means that you can connect your PlayStation 5 controller, this Retro Blue, with your PlayStation 1. Let's make it happen. It should be connected now. Let's test it out. I think it works. Nice. So we choose link game once again. Under here I can select my color, waiting to connect. Okay. Here I need to do the same. Link game, Russia, perfect. Now the main person in this room who chose the country first can select the map Let's do it like this. And now the both players see the same screen and they can play against each other. Perfect. And trust me, I know, you say that silly, why you do this sort of trouble? Computer, you connect LAN connection, It's much easier. What are you doing? Link cables, PlayStation 1s, mess with cable. Why you mess with cable? Do not mess with cable. I mean, it has its benefits. This is the OG version. No updates, no nothing, just pure agony and fun, which I apparently enjoy. So this is the view for a person in this room. Yeah, I need to do something with those monitors. Otherwise it will be like... Yes. So I will take care of the monitors, Let's unpack the mobile construction vehicle. Beautiful, That's what it's all about. And well, you can have some snacks here. And my friend, I think, will be here in about an hour or so. And we can battle against each other just like good old times.
Kuule, kuidas sa sinna lähed?
I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like, smash that bell, and if you dare, subscribe as well. I'm Silly Lamas, and thanks for watching. Till next time.